Bringing the metaverse to mobile gaming is not an easy task, but if you're going to leave it up to somebody, why not put one of the best mobile game makers on the job? I'm going to talk about a game today that is doing just that and is going to be a play-to-earn MMO RPG on the blockchain using NFTs, built by one of the best in the mobile industry. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. Building out the metaverse on a mobile platform is not an easy task. There are a lot of limitations when it comes to mobile, but it is one of the most explosive platforms for building games. We've seen that time and time again here over the last couple of years, but if we're going to be putting someone up to the task, why not it be one of the top mobile game developers in the entire world? We're going to talk all about the game that they're creating called Azur Metaverse. But before we get to that, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning your money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash that like button if you like what you see. And then jump in our Discord of Stachers. We talk about NFTs, gaming, and the metaverse all day long. We'd love to have you there. So when it comes to these games, they're not the easiest to make, right? Metaverse games are very intense. There's a lot of layers there that have to be taken in consideration. The economy, the gameplay, always number one, gameplay. But then also you start thinking about things like NFTs and a play-to-earn environment. Well, this game, Azur Metaverse, is bringing all of them together on a mobile platform. With this game. So what they're doing here is, this is a game by Azur Games, and it's one of the top mobile developers in the entire world. They've had millions and millions of downloads. They've consistently been in the top 10 of mobile game developers out there, and if anybody can do it and bring you a great game on mobile, I believe it is this company. Now, the game that they're building here is kind of a multi-genre P2E PvP style game. It is on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, these NFTs, the original NFTs that they've launched here, they're Genesis chests. They went for 100 BUSD at initial mint, and they're now sitting around 410 for a floor Genesis chest. So it's a pretty good increase here that we've seen lately. Now, when we talk about the play-to-earn elements for a game like this, we're going to go over that first, hit the big stuff right in the beginning here. You can earn in so many different ways in this game. First, you can earn in tournaments. These are tournaments that are hosted by different kingdoms, which we'll get into here in a second. But then there's also 1v1 PvP challenges, so you can challenge somebody else to a duel essentially and put up money to be able to do this in the game. Then there's the season rewards. They have 2-week seasons, and the top leaderboards are going to be able to get those rewards. Then you have rewards from things like mining. You can be trading NFTs that you're earning for AMS, which is their in-game token. So all these different ways are essentially allowing you to do either active income, where you're getting things through challenge, through PvP challenge, or through passive income, right? Doing things like owning land, which we're going to talk about here in a second as well. Now, the Azur Metaverse actually works off of 3 different currencies. 2 of them are cryptocurrencies. The first one is the AMS token. It's the Azur Metaverse shards. And shards are one of the main tokens in the game. These are reward tokens. They're the medium of exchange inside of the metaverse. And this is what you're earning when you're earning in any of these game modes, right? Whether it's PvP or PvE. Then we have AMI, which is Azur Metaverse ingots. So you have shards, you have ingots, and ingots are the governance token for this game, but it's also tied to land ownership. You have to have ingots to own land in the game. Land play is not yet ready, but it is going to be coming here in Chapter 2, which we're going to talk about as well. Now, the third currency here is gold. Gold is an in-game currency and does not have any kind of crypto attributes tied to it, but it will be used in like the classic type of way, right? So think about World of Warcraft, mining all that gold, people selling it on different exchanges, but you won't have to do that now, right? You just can hoard it all in piles like we used to do it in all your favorite MMOs. So it's kind of the breakdown of the tokenomics or economy for the game. I like the fact that they have an in-game currency that is not going to be crypto related, but will have a use case inside of the game in conjunction with the crypto related tokens and the NFTs that you own as well. Now, inside this game, you'll be able to play as 7 different types of heroes with a bunch of different rarities and attributes So you have like, your common, uncommon, rare, and legendary type of rarities, and then a bunch of different skills, right? So you have your classes. So each kind of class has a different skill, and each one of these races are essentially being unlocked on each chapter they do. We're just getting ready and gearing up for chapter 1, which is going to be launching here in Q2 of 2022. And that is going to contain humans, elves, and treants. So that'll be the first one you can get here in chapter 1. Now, when we talked about being able to use all of your items inside the game, NFTs are your heroes, they're your resources, they're your land. And then you're using other elements to help level these things up, right? So you can level up your heroes, right? You can upgrade your weapons, and you can also do crafting items. All of these things have burn mechanics built into them, right? So if you're going to be leveling up your hero, you may be combining NFTs together, burning them, and there's actually a result that could end up in you not getting anything, right? Like you fail at this attempt, and your NFTs are now gone. So there's a pretty big sink when it comes to the in-game currency and the NFTs themselves as well, where you could actually fail and lose those items. I love the fact that they include this. I know a lot of people, tend to say, I don't like having to, lose things that I actually paid for, but I think it makes sense because it puts real consequences in the game, and that's something that we're really lacking in a lot of games these days. And I think that whereas people, kind of complain about it, it actually, keeps people in more of a long-term situation because it's more interesting, in my opinion. So, with most of these things, crafting and heroes, upgrading them is possible. Same thing with your weapons. You're also having an in-game gold cost, right, to be able to do these as well. So not only are you spending, your crypto and your NFTs on that, you're spending some in-game gold as well. Now, when we talked earlier about being able to own land, that's one of the coolest aspects inside of this mini metaverse that is going to be on your mobile phone. I can't believe they're packing all this stuff in here, because owning land is going to essentially give you a recourse to passive income, but also be able to unlock things like being your own king, which I think is pretty cool as well. So on top of your land that you own, you can build different buildings on there, do mining or production, or have a protective land, or have landscaping right on these buildings. They all kind of give different benefits to your land, these types of attributes of your land. And so each land yields different resources depending on where they're at and how much they have and how good of a land it is, right? So with these type of lands, what are you doing here? How are you working these? Well, to be able to, build things, you're going to need resources. So you may have to get alliances, or you can unite different people and lands together to build an entire kingdom, and then elect a king who's going to then become, kind of the guy who decides the direction here, and everyone else kind of becomes lords owning this land. And then you can go and take on other kingdoms and battle them for lands that are in contention, which I think is pretty cool. So you can do that, and plus resources as well. So you're earning all these different things through these battles, which I think is kind of fun too. It adds another whole element to this game outside of doing things like mining and exploring and essentially accruing items and resources in this game and playing the general MMORPG here that they have going on. So one of the cool things about this game too is, well, in this early stage, they partnered with Binance on their recent drop. So they already have a really good partner in Binance doing some of these things. And it does look like they have a pretty good long-term situation that they're building here, really trying to lay that groundwork here with a great mobile metaverse game. And as we said, Chapter 1 is coming here in Q2 2022. So that is when you'll be able to start playing this and unlock those first set of heroes. And then look for Chapter 2 coming here in Q4 of 2022, where you'll be able to unlock an additional set of heroes, and also when we'll see land gameplay coming into this game. So good time to go check this game out. If you're a mobile player, this might be one of the really cool games to keep your eye on here in 2022. If you love playing, you love earning, and you just love playing a great game that has some great mechanics. Because I think Axis Metaverse is definitely going to be here at the top. So let me know what you guys think about Axis. If you're a big mobile gamer, I want to hear below, what mobile games are you guys playing right now? And is this something that you're going to add to your stable of mobile games where you can play and earn? Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.